Good morning, everyone. Well, finally, we managed to see some buying coming into our markets with yesterday's bounce back. Not to forget the fact that the market actually had to open on the back of pretty weak global cues. The Dow Jones closing down close to 125 points, along with the USD INR pair, the rupee hitting 54. Keeping all these negative cues, the index have done actually fairly pretty well. It opened at the low of the day, which was 48.60, and then since then it did manage to see a pretty good bounce back and engulfed actually all the losses that we saw on Monday's trade. This is the chart, the daily chart of Nifty Future. The volumes were fairly okay. The cash market volumes were marginally higher on the NSE spot market. On a closing basis, the index managed a 1% up move, 50 points gain, and the best thing about this move was the fact that it held well above the 48.80 mark. This is the line chart of Nifty Future, and as you can see that our expected supports of 48.80, 48.81 actually holds pretty well on a closing basis for the markets. Going down to the intraday charts of Nifty Future, we see that the first move has come with yesterday's trade, and we sense that an extension of this move can actually take the index further up. And in terms of levels, we are closely watching the psychological 5k mark and then the 5031 5030 range. The 5031 is where we have a confluence of Fibonacci retracements of two different time frames, and we sense that this short-term bounce back will face some supply here if it goes above the psychological 5k mark. Looking into the momentum indicators within the intraday time frame still suggests that there is ample space on the upside for the index to move further up. The Bollinger Band is actually, the bandwidth is coming down, which is indicated by the falling line over here. And if we have a squeeze in hand going forward tomorrow or day after tomorrow, a breakout on the upside can very well take us comfortably towards that 5k mark. In terms of stocks which were the pullers and draggers in yesterday's trade, Larsen & Toubro was one stock which bounced back with some steam and with pretty high volumes in the cash market as well. Stock is all set for a possible test of its previous support, which was at 1270. Infosys was the big mover within the large cap IT space, followed by a few banking names like ICICI Bank. Within the healthcare, Sun Pharma, and the metals, Tata Steel, Sterlite were the stocks which bounced back pretty well. Amongst the ones which dragged the market down was your FMCG stocks, and in our day before yesterday's report, we mentioned that FMCG is showing some bit of weakness, and ITC will be the stock to face some selling if we see the market going underweight on the FMCG space. NTPC within the power stocks continue to fall into newer lows for the year. Stock is in a strong downtrend across all time frames. This is the weekly chart of NTPC, which shows that the next level of support comes in close to that 135, 136 range. ONGC was one stock which hit a new low with yesterday's trade, followed by Maruti and Bharti Airtel. Bharti Airtel specifically saw some wild price swings with high cash market volumes in yesterday's trade, still in a downtrend across all time frames. Going back to Nifty, the index has managed a bounce back. We sense that the bounce back is likely to extend further up. We anticipate a possible test of the psychological 5k and a best case scenario of a possible test of 5030 on the upside. Trade well. Thank you.